So, I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Christmas of 2025, and I became absolutely hooked. It's actually not a game that I've mentioned a lot on this channel, but if you know me in real life, you'd probably be surprised that I've owned it for less than a year, at the time of recording this audio at least. I had played it at my cousin's house before, and one thing I always like to do while my cousin or my brother were taking a break from matches for a bit was select all the characters on the screen to hear what their announcer voice clips were like. It's a very fun time waster, if I do say so myself. Xander Mobus, who also voices Master Hand and announces the characters. In fact, he might be Master Hand since the cursor on the screen is a hand. Cooked so hard with his announcing skills. God, that sentence sucked. In Smash for Wii U and 3DS, that they just got him back for the next game. And they'll probably do it for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. However, I noticed that the announcer calls vary in quality from character to character, or in some cases, costume to costume. You know which one I'm talking about. I'll be ranking these based off how enthusiastic he sounds about the character that's being selected. Bonus points if he draws it out, making it longer, cause that's funny. And with that, Odyssey Central took all the good ideas, so this is ranking every Xander Mobus character announcer call in Smash. Also, no, I'm not doing random, and if I was, it would be at the literal bottom since there's no voice clip for it. Hi, it's me, Sam. Alex! I mean, what do you want me to say? Not only does this pale in comparison to the other Minecraft characters, but Alex is my main. This is the costume I always used for Steve because she's cool. I will never forgive Xander for this sin. Yup, we're even doing the Smash 4 exclusives. Everyone is here, baby. Xander doesn't give a crap about the character you made. He just wants to get this over with so he can get his paycheck. Whoa. Xander just sounds dead inside with the slightest hint of "this guy is evil" in his delivery. I'll take it over that thing they gave Alex, but not by much. For the longest time, I couldn't hear the J sound over the sound effect that plays before Xander announces the character. Back then, I thought he was just saying it really fast or something like that. Anyway, he doesn't sound that enthusiastic about her even though she can put characters to sleep. Maybe I should do a ranking of all the sleepy voice clips for the characters. Villager. Like Jigglypuff's, but I can actually hear it. Olimar. I have nothing of note. Oh. I have nothing of note here either. He just kinda sounds bored. It's whatever. Ness. He says Ness. He says Peach. He says Chic. He says Mark. God damn it. Okay, he says it in a slightly different way than he does with Chic, Peach, and Ness. Corin. It's pretty bland, fitting for male Corin, but the far superior female Corin got saddled with it too. Joker! Why so serious, Xander?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry, but yeah, look at Xander being so humble and modest toward the character he voices. Isn't that great? Well, he's at this spot at the list, so of course not. Boy. Okay, why does the Koopaling with the boxing ring title The Cool One not get a cool sounding announcer call? This is absolute tyranny, and I would like a written apology by tomorrow. Whoa. A bit more spice than some others, but still leaves a bit to be desired. Fox! Not much he could do here. He says Fox. It gets the title of being a short clip that was given as much effort as needed, though I think we can agree the Brawl announcer did it best. Meta Knight! He too sounds disappointed that this character is no longer viable online. I saw someone say once that Ultimate Meta Knight is the worst version of the character, so I can see why this would be a problem.
Duo!
Yup, we're even including this one. I don't know if there are others like it, but I don't care. Not only is it mid, but I ain't got all day. It has a bit more flair to it than some of the other one-syllable characters.
Snake!
It's decent enough for a character with a one-syllable name.
Donkey Kong!
It's not terrible, but he doesn't sound as ready to play as I think he should be. Or maybe he's just sore over the fact that Funky Kong isn't here, which is something I can totally get behind.
Ice Climber!
The character name is a bit longer, so it sounds more interesting, I guess.
Dr. Mario!
Basically the same deal as the Ice Climbers, but Doc gets the edge because Xander sounds more excited. This one really pales in comparison to another dark character coming up far later on the list.
Lucina!
He spaces out the Lu and Cena, which gives it extra points. Fair enough, Xander. I wouldn't want to play as Ziggy in this game either. He's so short here that it's kind of creepy.
Yoshi!
Why Xander put a meets expectations level on one of the worst characters to play in the game, in my opinion, is beyond me. But hey, it meets expectations.
Pichu!
I like the way he spaces it out, and that's about it. Pichu should just be lucky he was able to land this high on a list made by me at all.
Up next! Sword fighter!
And that's how I imagine this announcer call was created. It's better than the one in Smash 4, but that's not really a compliment. Honestly, kind of makes me feel the same way as Pichu. It also kind of sounds like the last part got cut out.
Mega Man!
Don't say it, guy with glasses who plays Smash with me and my friends. You know who you are. It kinda sounds like Meta Knights, but with a bit more personality.
Falco!
It does, again, the same thing as Pichu.
Robin!
It didn't really do what Pichu did this time. Still not great, though.
Wendy!
You and me both, Xander.
Wario!
It kinda sounds like he's just saying Mario again, except he's less intrigued. I like the way he draws out the O's, so there's something, I guess.
Larry!
He has the most basic announcer call of the Koopalings, being the youngest and all.
Hero!
I wish they used their actual names, but I kinda like that it sounds a little weird. Nothing really to boost its ranking, though.
Simon!
This one doesn't really go above and beyond, especially in comparison to his Echo Fighter.
Daisy!
It does another similar thing to Pichu and Falco that we saw earlier, but with my favorite character out of the three of them. Also, that's a lot of Mario characters we had just now, and Simon or whatever. I know I said I like exaggeration, but it has to be done right.
You too!
It sounds a bit more menacing, which fits the character well enough.
Young Link!
I feel like there's a very specific way you have to make characters with two-word names sound good, and Young Link is not one of them.
King TDD!
It sounds decent, I guess. I'm sorry, I couldn't come up with anything.
We've Trainer!
Again, it's decent. Whatever.
Rosalina and Luma!
He sounds like he's trying to be excited, but the name is kind of long for one character in this game. So it doesn't sound amazing. Just another reason you ruined Rosalina and Smash Luma, you stupid son of a... If you want this to be memorable, do what you did for Bowser Jr. We haven't gotten to him yet, but what he did was pretty memorable, all things considered.
Pokemon Trainer!
The Pokemon Trainers is actually pretty good for a meets expectations level announcement. Not as good as some of the others, but not bad.
Pikachu!
So I sat there for a bit and tried to think of something this does that doesn't just meet expectations. But I couldn't come up with anything.
Zero Suit Samus.
Literally the same thing I feel when I hear Pikachu's announcer call.
Diddy Kong.
Is good. What else do you want from me?
Lucario.
It doesn't really have enough substance. Enough, dare I say,
Aura.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, this is honestly just the baseline of good.
Samus.
It meets expectations and doesn't really strive for anything more. And that's all I gotta say.
Choco.
I just like the way he says it for some reason.
Palutena.
A bit less enthusiasm than I would have wanted, but not bad.
Lucas.
As much as I hate Lucas in this game, Xander did a pretty good job with his announcer call. He sounds as though he wants to play this character, even though I don't know anyone who would pick Lucas over Ness.
Lemmy.
Alright, so we're gonna be burning through the Koopalings in a bit. Are you ready, kids? I sure hope so.
Ludwig.
I put Ludwig above Lemmy cause he's cool.
Mithra.
Taking a break from that Koopaling streak, if you can even call it that, Mithra's announcer call is a bit generic in comparison to her partner in crime.
King K. Rool.
It gives me a lot of the same vibes as Ludwig, but Xander does it better here.
Morton.
I put Morton above the rest of the Koopalings, aside from one, because he's Archer's favorite. Hi Archer, if you're watching this, I did this for you. Now go subscribe to Ninja.Warhog83.
Terry.
Not a bad showing for the
Legendary wolf.
I like it.
Isabel.
I know I sound like a broken record after the K. Rool segment, but this one gives off the same vibes as Ludwig.
Sora.
Xander's dream came true. It just wasn't as big a dream as some of the others on this list.
Steamroller.
Let me just say the Smash team made the right call when they had the me's thing that they do come after the word me for their names. This one's got a lot of energy that I really like.
Mario.
We're getting to the great ones now. Xander sounds decently excited to pick a character who is literally video game guy himself, but not too excited because Mario is a decent but not over the top character. Good stuff.
Rom.
He sounds as grateful as any Fire Emblem fan would. When Chrom got added to the game after being in Robin and Lucina's reveal trailer, just so they could say, yeah, one Marth clone is good enough. The trailer came out before Roy got added to Smash 4, by the way.
Min Min.
A bit weaker by the standards of Ultimate DLC, but hey, I'll take what I can get.
Kazuya.
This one just screams, Iron Fist of Darkness. But it could also scream it a bit more, much like the number 2 character on the entire list. We'll get to them.
Mr. Game & Watch.
He's pretty excited to pick an undisputed top-tier character. Can't say I blame him, honestly.
Little Mac.
I have no idea why Xander put so much effort into the funny bad recovery guy, but here we are now.
Pac-Man.
I don't know what it is about these two word characters in particular, but the long space works for them.
Banjo and Kazooie.
This is like the alpha version of Rosalina and Luma. It turns out you can make a long name character sound good.
Ryu.
I love when Xander puts little type sounds in his announcer calls. And trust me, he was only just getting started.
Violet.
I'm so glad Xander actually believed in Byleth, even if the internet didn't.
Luigi.
He sounds like he really wants to pick Luigi. A little too much, don't you think?
Richter.
Kind of like Luigi's, but with a little more flair.
Zelda.
Ooh, is that a Zelda senpai spy? Like, listen to the way he says this.
Zelda.
I don't know how every male character in this game is into Zelda, but it's funny.
Greninja.
Can you tell I like the ones that sound all mysterious? This one fits with Greninja being, a ninja type character, so I like it.
Herbie!
That's the name you should know.
Herbie!
He's the star of the show. But yeah, he put as much effort into this adorable little bundle of marketability as he could.
Inkling!
Very similar to Kirby, except they space it out so it's funnier.
Ridley!
The character that literally comes right after Inkling has a similar quality announcer call to Inkling. So I thought that was funny.
Roy!
Now this is how you do a godforsaken one-syllable name character.
Forsaken.
Shut up. And I have to say this again. Why does the Roy that doesn't get branded as the cool one get the more cool sounding announcer call?
Rob!
It's got a lot of the same energy as Roy, but I put it above Roy because Rob is an undisputed Giga Chad.
Charizard!
Yup, I didn't forget the only announcer call for a character Xander Mobus recorded to be forever locked in Smash 4. Okay, so, I'm editing right now. I forgot that the Mii's also had an exclusive one in Smash 4, but it ranked second to last, and I could only get 1 millisecond of it because the only footage I could find that wasn't someone else using their Mii was from one of my videos, and I was talking a lot in that one, and no one has ever bothered to make the default designs because in Smash 4 they sucked real hard. I mean, the Mii Gunner's hair was kind of cute. Nothing else was good about them. So yeah, there's only one Smash 4 exclusive announcer call that Xander Mobus recorded. Don't fall for their lies. And this one actually knows what I want. He makes the character out to be a big deal, and he spaces the syllables out. You fell off big time, Ultimate.
Look at you. You who were once so proud. Go now and never return.
Okay. Wait, I was just being dramatic.
Captain Falcon!
I like that Xander spaces out the Captain and Falcon to let you know that this guy's kind of a big deal. It's a keeper. I don't know what I'd be keeping this for, but hey, you never know.
Sonic!
I've always loved this one. Part of me feels like it was ranked a little bit higher than it probably should have been. But listen to this
Sonic!
and tell me this isn't great. Go ahead.
Bowser!
Xander really tried to sell you on the fact that this guy right here, he means business. With that said, I don't like playing as him as much as I once did because I've since realized how god-awful his speed is. But I digress.
Zombie!
This announcer call makes me very intimidated by this demented past life of Steve. Yeah, you know what? I'll pick this guy. He sounds powerful. And I'm onto something too. Ganon's is so edgy, and it makes him sound really intimidating despite a character being at the bottom of most tier lists. Yeah, Xander definitely knew Sans was coming as a costume. If any announcer call sounded like it ended with an exclamation mark, it's this one. He's beyond shocked this character got in too.
Enderman!
Yeah, you better run. This is the man from the end. He will make sure your end gets here quickly. Don't mess with the Enderman.
Corona Plant!
Not sure why Xander cooked this hard with a plant, but I take it as foreshadowing for what's to come with these here DLC characters.
Pyro!
Xander is using this as a warning to not get burned, so to speak.
Link!
Ooh, this is some good stuff for a character whose name is one syllable long. He adds some extra lulls at the beginning and really sounds like he wants to pick the character for the rest of the call. Incredible. Perfectly intimidating announcer call for this wrestler guy who literally has a belt made out of fire.
Steve!
Okay, I propelled Steve a lot higher than he probably should have been, but I need to stamp out the injustice to Minecraft earlier as much as I can.
George Samus!
Oof, I can just imagine how this pairs with that Raw victory theme. I would try to hear what that sounds like, but I can't because, well, I was working on the script during the time I wrote that. And yes, this video is scripted. Out of all my videos to be scripted, this is the one. Not even that which Smash Bros. Characters have been in a movie video was scripted. Okay, back to the ranking.
Sephiroth!
Yep, this is the guy that killed Galeem. Checks out on all accounts. It's probably better than what's at number 1, but let's be real here.
The winner is... Bowser! Junior!
Literally, what else could it possibly have been? It sounds like Xander's recording his voice line for Bowser. And then he remembers, oh wait, I already did Bowser, and awkwardly adds Junior in at the end. It's so iconic on so many levels that I think it's definitely the best announcer call Xander Mobus recorded for a character in Smash. Maybe if we were doing other announcers, it would have been beaten by
Kazuya Mishima wins.
because it's a cool reference. Doesn't matter though. With that, like and subscribe if... Wait, what's going on here? Oh hey, new avatar. So anyway, with that, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Justice for Alex. You never see it coming. You see the my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done in by the time it hits you. You're a surprise. Ooh.